And JC, put this on your collar if you can, please. Where we get you loud and clear.
Man, he's too young.
Do you have anything metallic that would be fun to have on camera? Like to put the microphone on? If you don't, that's cool. We'll just pass this back and forth. Totally cool.
Metallic.
It could be a ruler. It could be like a training tool. It's metallic. Anything.
Yeah, of course.
Check, 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 check.
Okay, we are at Tuff Martial Arts Academy. This is exciting. Yeah, of course.
Metallic, I don't have. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Anything you want
Props you
to
guys wanna
to be
bring in.
displayed, that'd be fantastic.
You know, it'd be cool if we can get one of those punchy.
You wanted that
Tuff
far
bags.
away? You wanted that far away so that you could get. Is that what you did? You did
Yeah,
that?
because from there is we can get the entire.
Yeah. Yeah, given the nature of the business, we don't keep a lot of metallic objects around. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Just checking. Just check.
Where would you like this one?
Bro, to our sides. Like over
Okay.
here. Yeah. Obviously the logo.
Yeah, of course.
Nice. Like it. It goes taller, right?
Yeah, you want it taller?
Yeah, so that we can see it. There you go.
Take this out of the way. Take this out of the way. And take this out of the way.
Yeah, me too.
Beautiful. All right, so
I'm just gonna keep moving this.
You can, yeah.
I can do things, but we get like.
you think, player? So we're rolling already, guys. By the way,
Nice.
yeah, we are always rolling, just in case we get some magic.
Very cool. Nice. Completely different segment you guys probably don't see is the after school.
Ah,
If you want to, guys, you can check it out.
very cool. Frank,
Oh,
you got a fish.
it's our class pet.
Where's that? I'm a fish keeper, so I'm all about it.
So the after-school coach, Coach Nicole, she got a little pet for the kids here, and his name is Frank.
Frank
Frank the fish.
Frank the Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Oh,
at
boy.
the colors of the school. He's in there somewhere. You see him? In the
Oh,
little-
it's a little better.
Yep.
No, and you got the pineapple under the sea.
Yeah, the theme of this school year was SpongeBob. So every year to commemorate, coaches do a little ceiling tile of all the kids who are in our program. Yeah.
That is cool. I like that. So this is your aftercare room with
Yeah.
computers and everything.
Yes.
Looks like you got some cool games over here, lots of books.
Yes.
Oh man, this is great. This is great. And you just started this operation, the aftercare?
Yep. This is going to be our completion of our second year of our after school program. So
At this location.
at this location.
And at the other location, we've been
Quite some time now, yeah. 11 years at it. Suzy, you've been with us now 4?
5 years.
5 years, wow.
5 years employee and
Student and parent
yeah.
and tournament mom and...
And I've been through it all.
We're gonna dig into that a little bit.
All right.
Absolutely. Very cool. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So what you and I are gonna do, I'm gonna ask you and I to share mics.
Okay.
And then you have your mic beautiful, loud and clear, and then he's gonna have to get close to you a little bit.
You want me to bring it in a little?
Closer to him.
Oh, got you.
I think he showered today. I think.
I think it was my turn this week, too.
You showered, right, man?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Not last night.
Oh, man.
So see, this is how I see the image on the camera.
Oh, very cool.
Technology. That way I don't have to
Right.
pay a camera guy.
There you go.
Yet.
Yes.
We're on our way. I mean, we've grown.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. We just found out this past week that there's been a lot of talk about us, talk about our movement, and
Oh, wow.
people that are not even followers of us seeing, oh, someone's got a podcast. Like, what is that? What's going on? So there's been a lot of talk, and every time we end up at some of these meets, people are like, hey,
I
like
know
what
you.
guys are doing,
That's
this
cool,
and
man.
that.
That's
So
cool.
like we're starting to feel a little bit like rock stars.
Hey. Everywhere we go.
Like what?
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a good cause.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, for us, I started off with helmets off, throttle therapy, which is all based on men's health, using motorcycles as a platform. And like he said, we just kind of linked up, met one day. I don't even remember where, at the Coffees and Cars at the International Mall. Was like really the first time we kind of met.
That was the first bike hangout that we did, yeah.
And after that, I don't know how we even got to talking. Then before we know it, we threw up helmets off, and then one thing led to another, and we did our own interview of ourselves there at Black Point, and we got a positive response, and we both got super excited about
That's
it.
super cool, man.
And then it just kept on going, and then now we're sitting with different businesses, and it's evolved from just a men's health platform to all the way to promoting local businesses, promoting the motorcycle community, promoting families, promoting men entrepreneurs. And 2 interviews ago we sat down with the Litas, which are a motorcycle collective of females, and they contacted us directly. It's like, oh my God, we want to be part of your guest seat, and we're like,
wow.
hell yeah! So
That's
we
awesome.
went and we sat down with Yami, which is the leader for the Litas Miami.
Yeah, that was
Yoli.
very, very. It was an honor to sit with such a big organization.
Yeah.
They're literally, I think it's over 300
Yeah, they're
cities.
global.
Wow.
They're global. They're global.
Yeah,
That's
global.
crazy.
So our message is getting out, and
That's good.
it excites us to see people's excitement to interact. And as we were talking about off camera, this is all in the effort of uniting communities, right?
Yeah.
So we linked up through the motorcycle community, and we're grown people, right?
Yeah.
We're not like these kids on dirt bikes,
Right.
which we liked.
Yeah.
But now we're grown folks, and different things are important to us. Of course, our businesses. We talk business all the time. Where we are in our social life, right?
Mhm.
Like, are you married? Do you have kids?
Right.
You have kids? Awesome. You have a daughter? I have a daughter.
Yeah.
No way. You have a self-defense? Oh, I want to
Yes.
be all about that. That's where I grew up. So that excitement all links together.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our good friend, right?
Yeah.
So, friend of the podcast, and we start conversation, and then suddenly, hey, I've managed the the studio here, and and she's a badass. If you guys did not know, we're about to introduce you guys, but we're gonna keep talking now.
Yeah.
Did you want to do a little intro or something?
Yeah, I got an intro.
Go ahead, hit it.
Keep on going.
No, you're on.
I
You're
like
on.
the hat, man. By the way,
That is a nice hat.
Thank you.
That is a nice hat.
I keep it fresh.
It's had the same hat for the past 5 years.
It's a branded look.
Yeah. No, I am brand. So it's a thing with motorcycle guys, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you ride? Harley.
Yeah.
He's got an Indian. But it's like a fun banter, and like in sports, like, oh, you got Reebok, so I got Nike.
Yeah.
You know that's what we're talking about.
That's awesome.
But it's all in good fun. It's good banter, and it never ends. It never ends. So thank you for noticing my hat, sir.
Outfit looks pretty good.
Thank you.
Looking sharp.
We try. Not really. This is natural. This is natural.
This is the natural look.
So what is up, Miami? We are back with another episode of Helmets Off, and today we are in our own backyard here in Cutler Bay. We always talk about the modern warrior mindset, but today we're trading the asphalt for the mats. Okay, we are sitting down with a team behind Tuff Martial Arts Academy, including our great friend of the show, studio manager and black belt herself, Suzy, and the crowd goes wild. So with Esteban and I, with our backgrounds in jiu-jitsu and taekwondo, and being parents of young girls ourselves, we know that the discipline you learn in a studio like this stays with you for life. We are here to talk about youth self-defense, community leadership, and what it means to be truly tough in 2026. So I do little pauses and I edit.
Got it.
If you need to sneeze or fart, that's okay.
We're always rolling.
It's normal.
That's awesome.
We'll put a little.
That's as natural. If you say something, you get a hiccup or something happens, just keep on.
It's
Just keep on
totally
going.
okay.
Got you.
We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna edit. Actually, those are actually better than
Yeah, they're
Real life
edits and
moments.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I have a thing where I choke on my own spit.
And we're getting. And by the way, if we get up and we move things around, just keep on talking.
Yeah, no
Because we're
worries.
Yeah,
moving
just keep doing your
cameras.
thing.
Alfred always looks like he's texting somebody.
No,
He's
it's just
actually
making sure that we
checking
look
the
good. We look good. Boss man looking pretty over there. So, real quick before we get into the nitty gritty, for our audience out there on YouTube land and Instagram, what's up? I want to just do a quick 30-second intro, self-intro. I like to call it the 30-second elevator sales pitch. All right. So we're gonna go with you first, and then we'll go to Boss Man over here. So 30 seconds.
So I'm Suzy. I've been with Tuff Martial Arts not only as an employee, but also as a parent of a Taekwondo student. I did Taekwondo myself, so I've been pretty much through all the programs here. I've known them for about 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And so not only am I an employee, we're also friends, we're colleagues, we're family. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I do ride a Harley myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I saw that.
Ding, ding,
Nice.
ding.
Yes.
I didn't realize that you rode too, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Suzy riding.
I'm new to the riding community. Usually I was a passenger princess. Now I actually ride my own bike.
What do you ride?
Harley Davidson Nightster 975.
Nice. All right. I love it.
I put my pipes on. I put, to make sure they hear me. I put a bunch of lights so they can see me at night, and I love it. I love my little Nightster.
Yes. Super excited about that.
Okay.
It's always a good thing to get a new toy, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
Fantastic. Love it. Boss man, JC.
Yes, sir.
We are just meeting. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about the studio, your passion, your project. You are on, sir.
Yeah, my name is Juan Carlos. Kids call me JC, Coach JC. I'm a husband. I'm a father of two, a boy and a girl. And we opened up Tuff Martial Arts, 11 years ago now. It's going to be.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
11 years ago, serving the community. And it really just happened organically. My son, suffered from ADHD. He struggled in school, which I know a lot of parents, go through every day.
Yep.
And we were just looking for an outlet, for him to be able to rein in his feelings, rein in the control over his decision making. And what better place than Taekwondo? And that's where we kind of fell in love with it as well. And everything kind of just started blossoming from there, right? We started as a nonprofit, Team United Families Foundation, where we would fundraise for kids to be able to compete and raise money for them. A lot of families don't have the means to take their kids to competition and experience that world. And that's really how it happened. If you think about it, TUFF is the acronym for Team United Families Foundation. So, and it just kind of, served the purpose of a really cool name too. So for the school.
No, I love it. The Tuff name was actually great. But now you told me Team United
Families Foundation. Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's great. What a cause, man.
Yeah.
You know what? We're all about family too. It's I think everything within at least my life. I know Alfred's life as well too. He's got a baby.
Yeah.
How old is she? 2?
She turns 3 in August.
Oh, that's awesome,
so it's
man.
all about family, within the motorcycle community.
100%.
Everything, just in general.
Absolutely.
I take my little girl with me everywhere. Everywhere
She
we
is a
ride.
trip.
I teach her to just be, a human.
Yeah.
Be amongst adults,
Yes.
be amongst children. We try to educate her with
Yes.
as much as I possibly can, because
Yeah.
that's how I grew.
Yeah.
My mom. Didn't hear nothing, huh? Damn it! It's my
times.
We've done it many times. We're just sitting there and we're like,
I see the lips moving, but I don't hear anything.
Keep going.
yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
We're good.
Community, family.
Yeah, so my daughter, so I take her everywhere with me. I try
Yeah.
to teach her as much as I possibly
Yeah.
can. I grew up like that. My
Yeah.
mom took me everywhere. She
Mine
was
too.
a single mom. She had myself and my sister, and she didn't have a choice. So we weren't in aftercares or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I went to business meetings with her.
Yeah.
I went to job sites with her. I sat in offices with her
Yeah.
when we had our business. My family's always been in business. So since I was a baby, we were in our family business. So that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept I'm doing with her. But then also educating her in everything that has to do with life in general.
Yeah.
From martial arts all the way to motorcycles and, just the concept of being strong and being confident.
Yeah.
And if they have a very strong family role model, whether parents are together or not, but a mom is strong, a father is strong, and their figures are just, influential in their lives, they grow up to be like amazing human beings.
Yes.
And I think martial arts has a lot to do with that.
100%.
From the discipline, from just the factor of what they learn from martial arts. Because a lot of kids, you see them and they're how do you say it? In Spanish, rebelde. They're very how do you say
Rebel.
it?
There you go.
Okay, very rebelistic.
Yeah.
But what I love about martial arts is it disciplines them.
Yes.
And it gets them to show respect not
Yes.
only to their parents, but to their community and to those around them. And at the same time, they can defend themselves, know within themselves that they're confident, they're strong.
Yes.
So, I mean, for me, this was a big deal. And I love the fact that we're even sitting here with you guys. And, it's very much a part of the community. And it all
And
starts from
talking
the
about
kids,
this.
man.
Yeah,
It
100%.
all starts from the kids.
100%. And this is a time now where, for kids, I think, we always talk about, when we grew up, it was hard for us, right? And, all the challenges that we faced. But now you introduce this whole slew of electronic stimulation and
God,
tablets
yeah.
and phones and TVs and
We know
and
it. That's why
and
we all react.
oh my gosh. And it's, as parents, you don't know what you don't know until it's too late, right? And we working with kids for the last 11 years, we see the effects, the long-term effects this has. And so the fact that we're talking about this, we're bringing it to the forefront, I think is very important for the youth. going forward.
Absolutely. It's I sound like the old guy when I'm speaking now, right? And it's funny
Oh,
because
man.
I don't see me as being that old, but
Me
now
neither.
I'm the guy going, damn it, these kids are walking around like zombies.
Yes.
Like zombies.
Yes.
And we are at fault. I have family members and I love them to death.
Yeah.
Love them to death.
Yeah.
But when I grew up and I was at a dinner table with family,
Yeah.
we're all sharing and talking to each
100%.
other, right? We're not doing like,
Correct.
Yeah.
or whatever it is that they're
Correct.
doing. We're enjoying family time, community time.
Right.
This is where we're talking about school or sports or blah,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Not like some, You know,
that whole premise is eroding. Just the fact, just you saying parents coming, families coming together at the end of the day and sitting and sharing a meal and just talking.
Right.
That doesn't even happen anymore.
Exactly.
I mean, we're getting to the point now where everybody's getting home at different times, grabbing their meals, going to their room, and conversation doesn't even take place. And then you inject the tablets and the electronics.
It's a reality, and I think it's now a popular opinion of some that see that as a reality. Well, why don't we change the script, right? Like, why don't we do something about it? What can we do something about it? Let's do an activity, together or not, an activity that's going to take our attention off of whatever electronics is happening. Whatever, silly, YouTube podcast is out there.
For everybody watching.
But yes. But, this is a community public matter, right? Like we are now seeing scientifically proven that people's brains are not working the way that they used to.
Correct.
If we are not having to analyze and think and figure things out, then what's going to happen to our brain? It's just like a muscle that you don't use, right?
Right.
So it's a thing.
Yeah.
But that's like a whole other conversation. That's parenting talk. It's just the point that, it's awareness, and we love the fact that there's studios like this that bring kids out to do a physical activity that teaches them respect, that teaches them structure, and gets them ready for actual real world with humans, right? Yeah. So before we get too serious,
let's
bring it back just a little bit. We typically do a little icebreaker at the beginning of these little interviews, and we lovingly call them the road ready check. Okay, so I'm gonna have a couple questions here, and basically there's no wrong answers. Whatever comes to your mind, that's the answer. All right, so we're gonna start here with the mental tool, and we'll start off with you.
Okay.
All right, so as a black belt.
Oh my.
Oh,
okay.
Yes. As a black belt and a leader here in studio, what is one mental shift for a student where there can be someone, 6 years old of age or 60? What do we need to make as far as a change in our mind before we step foot onto these mats for training?
You would have to turn off the plane.
Turn off the plane. So because we do deal with kids of all ages, all types, all everything, they come in here and they see this open space and it's like, oh my God, it's a free-for-all, let's run. Let's run, let's play, let's touch the equipment, let's practice our kicks on each other. It's this whole big thing. And usually I'm the sterner one out of the group. I'm not surprised at that. I am not surprised at that.
So I come in and it's okay, that's it, enough playing. Everybody start gearing up and let's get ready. So it's that's a hard thing for them. They come in, and for us adults too, because with the parents that do our classes at night, for them it's also hard to shift because they come in, there's the camaraderie that they're the teen parents that are now doing classes and let's catch up because we haven't seen each other all day. And it takes them a minute to be like, okay, we're about to do class. So for kids, it's the same thing. It's that when you come onto the mats, enough horse playing, enough talking, it's time to get down to business. Let's learn. Structure.
Yes. Love it. Thank you for that. JC.
Yeah.
So a little safety staple, right? So in our world of motorcycles, we have our helmets, right? To protect us in case of whatever. In the world, safety is all about technique and awareness, right? Awareness is a big part of it. Besides the physical gear, what is one safety staple or a good rule of thumb to teach our youth and keep them safe outside of the walls of the studio?
I think the biggest takeaway is teaching youth, kids, to find their voice, to find their inner confidence. Right? You think martial arts, you think about fighting, you think about defending yourselves, you think about different ways to get out of a difficult situation. That's a very big part of it. However, if you look statistically at bullying nowadays for kids, it's like 95% verbal, right? And I think we severely underestimate the effects that can have on kids.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
words can hurt.
Yes, 100%. And a lot of the times kids can't process. Kids don't have someone to go to and talk to. that communication with parents tends to erode because everything is social media, everything is phones. So for me, it's teaching kids to find that inner voice, use our voice when we don't like something, say it.
Yeah.
You know, if someone is, doing or saying something you don't like, then confront them, talk to them. It doesn't have to turn into a fist fight.
Right.
But the moment that we stand up for ourselves, vocally and express our dissatisfaction, whether it's a kid, respectfully, a teacher, or communicate with a parent, hey, this is uncomfortable for me. I think now all of a sudden, we get away from that taboo platform of, speaking up and being disrespectful to, I just want to let you know that this is not okay for me, or I don't like this, or,
100%.
Don't touch me because it's not cool. That's the space that I think kids need to get into so that, man, if everyone could do that, so many issues and problems would be resolved.
100%.
You know?
Yeah. To me, bullying is a big problem.
Yeah, 100%.
If you need it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, bullying is a big problem. It irks me every time I see that. And you see videos on YouTube, you see videos on social medias.
Yeah.
And it's heartfelt. Like it makes my heart drop to the ground to see, someone, another human being being bullied by somebody who probably is also bullied in either their own home or their
100%.
own situations.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking to then see someone that you love have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And and I'll use my daughter as an example. She'll come home and she'll talk just things that happen at school, and it's just little talks, things that they say to each other. And I try to instill in her, the confidence of speaking out. Like if you didn't like what they said or the way that they treat you, say it. Just tell them, say that's not right. I don't like the way you're talking to me. I don't like the way you're treating me. It's not about it's not about the aggression. It's mainly it's all vocal.
Yeah.
Everything that comes out of these kids' mouth, and some of them don't even know what they're saying, or they're mimicking what they see at home or mirroring that. And then they come home, they come to the school, and they use that same type of tempo with other kids, and it's effective. It does hurt them. They come home and then their confidence levels are low.
Yeah.
But as a parent, you try to instill them confidence.
Yeah.
You speak out, say something.
Well, here's a perfect point, and I'll fast forward a little bit to middle school age, right? You have a situation where two kids, they're friends, but one says something or does something or acts in a certain way you didn't like, right? You feel as it being disrespectful to you or trash talking you, whatever it is. Instead of going to that friend or that person and saying, hey, I didn't like that. I didn't like the way that, you approached that, whatever. No, instead they go to the circle of other friends and they're like, oh, don't talk to that. That person is garbage. They're that, don't be their friend. They're trash talkers. They're this, they're that. And now all of a sudden you're raising that level of toxicity around all of the friend groups. So now all the friends are going to start treating them differently. Yeah. All the friends are going to start ignoring them. Fast forward 20, 30 years, I see it today with adults, right? You have a friend, or, me and Coach Suzy are friends, and I may have approached her a certain way or, said something to her a certain way that maybe I'm dealing with inner demons that morning. And, I just come off a certain way, and Coach Suzy, says, oh, this guy, God, I can't believe he's, talking to me that way. What is his problem? Doesn't approach me, doesn't say anything, and just goes off, and now she doesn't like me. She has issues with me, and the relationship is strained, right?
I go to the wife.
Or she goes to the wife, and she's like, that JC, you need to do something about that guy. And I'm like, what happened here? Right? But, I think it's just going back to that child. If we would have just opened our mouths and said, guys, can we resolve this, please? Is this what you meant? Oh my God, no, it's not. I'm so sorry. Everything would have been resolved.
Yeah.
So. Not that was specific, Suzy.
No. I go to my day.
Yeah.
Coach, he seems upset today. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
And then she'll brief me, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Got it. Now that makes
Staying
sense.
clear.
At least you guys got your outlets.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Someone needs to take a couple of kicks.
Yeah.
Gloves off, lock the door.
There you go.
man.
Let's go. Let's resolve this.
Both of you come out 30 minutes later, black eye.
Yeah, hugging. Let's go get a drink.
So cafecito or what?
Okay. Oh my god.
So a little bit of a business bridge. Guys, this episode is brought to you by the platforms that do protect your lifestyle. At Vtwin Skinz, we specialize in the ultimate service protection for your machines, just like the discipline taught here at Tuff Martial Arts, protecting our people. Premium Color PPF protects your bike, car, or truck. Guys, visit us at vtwinskins.com to see our full selection. And of course, for those of you looking to sharpen your modern warrior edge, follow on Instagram, Throttle Therapy Project. Whether it's on the road or on the mats, it's all about finding that peace in movement. Ding, ding, ding.
That's good, man. I like it.
You're welcome. There you go. So now we start the official interview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good.
So, before the dojo, okay, before teaching others, what first pulled each one of you? Let's start with you, Suzy, into martial arts.
So believe it or not, my little boy was actually getting bullied at school.
There we go.
So, and he was, I say, 7. And it was something that he himself had told me, Mom, I want to do this. And we had passed by the studio one day in the supermarket because Publix is right next door. And I'm like, oh, let's see it. Okay, let's come. I'll wait a few days and then we'll come back to it. And he kept harping on it. And my husband, his stepdad, was like, you know what? It's not a bad idea. Let's look into it. And spoke with JC. And it's been like that since. He did martial arts. He became part of the team. I definitely, and we see it today, it made a world of difference for him. He did find his confidence. He knows how to diffuse a situation. He doesn't go straight to, oh, well, let's go duke it out. No.
Yeah.
If he's able to avoid the fight, that's the first thing he does.
Sure.
Avoids the fight, tries to bring it down a notch. He uses it when he has to. But yes, thanks to Tuff that to this day, he is respectful. He's graduating high school. He's succeeding. He has goals. When he addresses anybody, it's yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And you'll see it. It's the handshake. It's the bowing still. And he's been out of it for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Because after he got his black belt, he went into MMA. He had injuries to his knees and he retired from it. But it's something it was ingrained in him.
Yeah.
And it has followed him through. From time to time, he'll even help teach here.
How old is he now?
He is 18, graduating in June.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you,
Nice,
thank you. That's the last baby. After that, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. All I have is adult children after that. But yeah.
I said that once. Now I got a 2-year-old.
And then
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
and then with him, because they had the parents too, you did at that time that we started, parents did class with their child. Instead of it wasn't 2 separate classes,
okay.
you did it with them at their class time.
Cool.
It was a thing that I decided to do with my son to bond with him.
That's fantastic.
And we got our black belts at the same time and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
So that's how you
fantastic.
ended up.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. JC, what about you?
So for me, I came from a very different world. I came from a business world. I worked for Bose Corporation for 19 years, traveling the country, just, launching new products, things like that. When my kids were, I want to say 6 and 4, my son's 6, my daughter 4. Again, we were looking for a solution for my son with his ADHD, and we chose Taekwondo to get him into it. And my story is very similar to Suzy's. I to rewind a little bit, I'm one of 4 siblings, and I was the oops by 9 years, right? So by the time I came around, my brothers had been through private schools. They had been through at-home music lessons. They had been through Taekwondo. I remember going to their tournaments and seeing it. But by the time I was of age, there was no money for that. There was what there was.
Right.
And I think that always stayed with me. I always wanted that life. I always wanted to get into martial arts. So when my son started, I just fell in love with it. And I did it to be right alongside him because I was always traveling. I'd leave Monday, come back Friday every week. And I really had no time to spend with my kids. So it was a bonding scenario for me. And it just took off from there.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the bond with you and your son is just crazy now.
It is. I love him. He's 21 now. But if I had to pinpoint one person on the face of this planet that would drive me absolutely insane, it's him.
In the best way.
In the best way possible.
Don't say, sir.
You know,
I love him.
No, he's incredible. They're both incredible kids. They're actually, my son is the head master here at this location. He teaches Taekwondo classes here, and my daughter, she's 19 now, graduating this year, and she is the head instructor at the other location.
Oh, I
love
hearing that.
And I kind of jump in and out of both.
I love it. And I'm sure that having family within the business has its challenges, but there's a beautiful thing about it, man.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing about it, keeping the tight-knit family system thing going. I think that's beautiful.
I think what's important, it is 100%. What's important is understanding, from the very beginning, and this happens to a lot of parents, is we want to live vicariously through our kids, right? Yeah. Maybe a lot of the things that we didn't get to do, now we want them to accomplish and be a part of. So, we had to be very careful with that. When the only thing I asked of both of them is, we have to finish what we start. Right. So you started Taekwondo, you got to get your black belt. Right. I don't want to hear about soccer. I don't want to hear about football. I don't want to hear about any other sports until we finish what we start. Right. After that, it's your choice what you want to do going forward. And that's exactly the approach I took with both of my kids. And once they both achieved their black belts, they're like, Dad, because they were always with me, learning how to teach and instruct. They're like, this is what we want to do. We want to keep working, with you. We want to keep learning, and we love teaching kids, and it just happened.
Yeah, and that's fantastic. Yeah. And then on the business side of it, right? Guys like me, I have multiple business degrees, but in university and college, they teach you how to be an employee.
Yes.
They don't teach you how to be a business 100%. Owner and run your own operation. They don't. And I'll swear to that to my dying day.
Yes.
I have all the education in the world, but they do not teach you anything outside of being an employee.
Yes.
So pay attention, youngins out there. This is, an amazing thing to do with your family. If you could take advantage of being in the family business, you'll learn so much more than just your basic education. So I love it, respect it, fully support it. Love hearing that.
Thank you.
A little bit of your story now. So you've been managing Tuff Studios now for how long?
5 years in June.
5 years management. And before that, what was your experience with the school?
As a parent, as a customer, as a parent, as a student.
Okay.
Team parent as well.
Beautiful. And you did earn your black belt here?
Yes, sir.
All right. So having said that, how has seeing this studio from both the perspective of a student and now leader, how has that shaped your view of our local community here in Cutler Bay?
Well, I can now speak on all aspects of Tuff as a parent, as a student myself, customer, now as an employee. I can see the benefits that we provide to the community. We always say the kids this, but the kids learn whatever their parents teach them. So I always try to bridge that between the kids and the parents. So when they come to us, and a big thing is, well, we want to install discipline. Well, yeah, we can definitely teach them discipline, but we reinforce whatever they're getting at home, right? And I think we are just such an asset in that respect. We bring back the discipline, the respect amongst each other. We take them away from these electronics, which are, it's a double-edged sword. So much information at the palm of our hand, but at the same time, it's dumbing down our youth. They're so dependent on this for self-esteem, for knowledge, for communication, that they lose. You no longer get to know who your kid is because they're getting lost in this. So once they come here, we take this away from them. It's now you have to interact with us. You do have to communicate. They come in through the doors. Hi, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon. The same thing with the parents. We try to build this community amongst ourselves with these kids, with the parents, that there is something else out there besides these electronics. Yeah. Try to socialize them again. That's what we do here. Yep. So we're definitely an asset to the community. It's something different. When you start here, you start off as strangers and you genuinely become friends. Yeah, right. Or become family because, again, I started out as a student myself and I've been with them, and when I had the opportunity to be an employee, I said, "Hey, consider me. I'm ready."
Yeah.
So
That's
to
fantastic.
be part of this, and definitely, I love it as an employee. I love it as a parent. I love it as a student. I believe we're definitely an asset. It's something that it brings back what kids are losing because of the electronics.
Absolutely. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So now let's talk about the students. Okay. JC,
Yes.
what are you seeing in children today that concerns you the most, mentally, socially, emotionally?
Yeah. If I had to pinpoint 2 red flags for me with kids right now, I'd have to narrow it down to, I think Coach Suzy mentioned it. It's the electronics, right? The electronics is obvious. The impact that that's having on our kids, I don't think we fully grasp. There's, been talk, there's been reports, there's been, parents are starting to say, oh, okay, I got to get them off of it. We're relying too heavily on it, babysitting our kids, right? That I think that's the obvious, and that's affecting their social skills, their confidence, their communication, their interaction, their ability to rationalize and deduce, problem solving, you name it. It's affecting them in ways that I don't think we even fully understand yet.
Yeah.
The other issue I see really has to do more with parenting of our youth, right? And I know that could be a whole separate conversation in itself. Yeah. I'm not really here advocating for any one way to parent our kids. Everybody has that right, and everybody has the ability to figure that out as they go. However, there is this notion of non-accountability that we see now with our kids, right? Where, before it was, a kid would fail a test, in school, and they'd come home and parents would be like, well, wait a minute, what happened here? Why'd you fail this test? Did you not study? Did you not put in the work? Did you not do your homework? I need to talk to your teacher. I need to find out what we need to change in order to get this, ship righted. Now, all of a sudden, it's this culture of, what, you failed the test? Well, I'm going to have to go talk to the principal because obviously your teacher's failing you. Obviously, the curriculum is not working. Obviously, you're in the
victim mindset.
Correct. You're in the wrong school. Oh, obviously, they have it out for you.
Great.
And now what we're doing with this whole you nailed it, with the victim mindset, because now I see it in everything. You're providing excuses to the kids that it's never my fault. It's never me that has to take accountability. It's always someone else's fault of why I don't have the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And I've seen it start as early as 4 or 5 years old, and all the way to our teens on our competition team. When they lose a fight or a match, it's a complete injustice, and we need to get back to the space where parents understand it's okay for your kids to fail. Yep. It's okay for your kids to stumble. It's okay if they bust their tailpipe trying to get a good grade on a test and they don't get the results they were looking for, because through those struggles is where we learn the resilience, the perseverance, the get back up and do it again. Because that's what we need in life in order to succeed. And I think it's just, I'm seeing it more and more with kids, and we need a shift there.
Yeah, I agree with that a lot. And not just in schooling, but also, for example, extracurricular activities.
Absolutely.
So I have 2 older boys as well. I got a 25-year-old and a 21-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw with my own eyes back in their soccer days, and I'm sure that they'll remember this, that their soccer teams were not great.
Yeah.
All right. But every single losing team all got trophies. Like how does that teach them, to try harder, train harder, do better, go forward,
Yes.
right? How does that teach our, up and coming, humans to get up next time you fall?
Yes.
We're business owners.
Yes.
How many times have we failed in business before we succeeded?
Yeah.
We're still to this day failing in business.
Absolutely.
Every day we miss a sale or whatever the case might be.
Absolutely.
And we need to learn how to dust off, learn, and then do it better, right?
Adapt
so
and grow.
That's a big thing. That people, not everyone needs a trophy.
Right.
A lot of people need to learn a lesson, or or take the hit, you know, take the punch.
Yeah.
And learn from that. You should have ducked.
Yeah.
You know?
In our case, it would be you should have blocked.
You should have blocked. Should have blocked.
You should have blocked.
Should have blocked it.
You didn't block it.
Whatever the case might be, there's always a lesson to be learned, especially when we lose at something or fall and stumble, whatever the case might be. So yeah, that's something to talk about, right?
100%. So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say it's through what I always teach our students is, you know, if you're just, for example, starting off on the competition team and you want that to be part of your world, right? I rather you go through the experience of losing and failing up front, right? So that through those failures, through those losses, you learn what you did wrong. You learn what you got to do different. You know, you learn, hey, it's one fight, get back up and let's do it again. It's if you have someone who just, and sometimes parents' mindsets is we want the best for our kids. We want our kids to succeed. So I'm going to put them on the team because they're going to win every match. It's unrealistic. Correct. And it's so much pressure on a kid that it's just, you know.
Pressure is a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a difference from bringing your expectations down.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about.
Correct.
That is not what we're talking about.
Right.
It's be prepared in case the worst happens.
Right.
If you take that hit, what are you going to do next?
Right.
You can't just cry. You gotta fix it. You gotta turn around and counterpunch or whatever the case might be.
Correct.
These are life lessons that I think, you know, and some of our own parenting's fault. Yes, we do want the best for our kids, and we want them to go home with a win and have that awesome feeling because we've all felt the win.
Yeah.
But there's a reality to it, you know. And to some people, it's like talking to the wall, and I get it. But this is a thing. So not everybody out there is going to get that promotion that they feel they deserve. Yeah. You know, there's somebody, you know, even more experienced or somebody else that's a better salesperson or somebody else that's a better doctor, a better attorney, whatever the case might be. That attorney lost the case in court. Well, guess what? You're not going to quit, right? You're going to take the next case and try to do better. So in all things in life, I think this could apply. It's just a point of contention. I'm strong about my opinions, and I know.
Yeah, same here.
But you know, this is the kind of things we do. We open up conversations to things that not just parenting, but also raising the next community adults, right? Esteban and I, we both touched that we are parents of young girls, and we're passionate about self-defense. He puts his daughter in boxing, and she also does jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we love it. Can you walk us through the specific mindset that you instill here in your youth program regarding, we touched on bully prevention, knowing when and when not to use our skills that we learn here?
Yes. So a lot of what we teach is preparing, heaven forbid, for that moment where, you know, someone does put their hands on us, someone does back us up in a corner, someone does an act that threatens, you know, our health or our safety. We teach hands go on, hands go up, right? So we have to defend ourselves. At the end of the day, martial arts, regardless of what art it is an art of self-defense. It's a combat sport, right? However, just because someone says something mean to you that you didn't like doesn't give you the right to put your hands on them, right? Or smack them or push them or bite them, whatever it is, right? So yes, we do teach those skills. And I know for a lot of parents, you know, who maybe have never been a part of that world, the first thing that comes to mind is, well, we teach aggression, we teach fighting, we teach, you know, go out there and punch somebody if they look at you the wrong way. That is the furthest thing from the truth, right? So, you know, when kids come in, we had a ton of kids come in when Cobra Kai launched, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the new series.
And we're like, no,
no. And it was, you know, it was great because kids wanted to get into martial arts, right? They wanted to learn the sport.
Sure.
And for that purpose, it's amazing. However, the premise of the show is, oh, I'm going to fight you and you're going to fight me.
Yeah.
And fights and brawls breaking out everywhere.
And we're like, no,
it's,
that's not how that
that's
works.
not nothing like that. Right? So we teach, you know, finding your inner confidence first. We teach restraint. We teach self-control. We teach, when you grow confident in yourself, that, someone comes and starts to throw shade in your direction or starts to, square up on you. It's not a situation where you have to meet it head on. It's, listen, man, I don't want any issues with you, right? You're probably right. I'll slow down. You can cut into the lane, whatever it is. It's not a big deal. And through talking, through that inner confidence building, we avoid conflict. We avoid aggression and the need to put our hands on anybody, because that's absolutely last resort.
Absolutely. Something that I've learned through my long life is some of the most dangerous people I've ever met. I mean, people that can kill with their bare hands. Mm-hmm. Some of those most dangerous people are the most calm people I've ever met.
Yes.
The ones that are out in the world, trying to, scare people or whatever the case might be. Those are people that have a lot of doubts in their own head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But literally full trained, very dangerous people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These people are very calm because they know what they can do with their hands.
Correct.
The last thing they want to do is use that power. And if you can talk your way out of it, do that. Words hurt, but words can fix as well.
Absolutely.
Right? Last resort should be any sort of violence.
100%.
Especially in this day and age where people are freaking out in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
And doing craziness out there.
Yeah.
Remain calm.
Yeah.
Remain calm should be the thing. If you have to defend yourself, then that's where your training comes in.
Yeah.
But the most dangerous people out there are very, very calm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very, very calm.
Let's get away from the kids. Let's talk about adults, because we all have our issues. We've all grown up with situations and so forth. What would you say to an adult who feels mentally exhausted, disconnected, or stuck in life and just now starting to consider martial arts mid-age? What would you say to them? How would you make them feel confident? Just walk inside to any dojo, whether it be Tuff or anywhere, and really change their lives, because it can change their lives.
Yes. I'll let you go. If it's an adult of any age, the first thing I'd say is, that first perception is, it's too late for me. I'm too old. I don't have the flexibility, right? It's if you showed up, there's a reason why you showed up, right? Regardless of what that reason is. I think martial arts, first and foremost, is an outlet for you to let out all that frustration, all that stress, all that anxiety you have built up throughout the day, right? You have a place where you can just go be yourself and release it, right? Without judgment, without a preconceived notion of you having to, perform at a certain level. I think one of the biggest benefits of the process is, again, Coach Suzy mentioned it, is the community you start to become a part of. You have other adults right there with you who are going through the same things, who are experiencing the same difficulties and the same shortfalls, and the same financial hardships, right? So it now becomes a forum where you guys are kind of like fighting your battles against the world in a shared environment. And for me as an adult, I think that's the area where, we don't, like kids, have a space to go and make friends, right? We don't have people to go and relate to and talk to and create camaraderies. And I think that would be my primary message is, you don't have to, be a black belt in 2 months. You just got to go in there and start and take it one day at a time.
Absolutely. That's great.
For me, it's that. Yeah, it's come on in, try it. It's a community, and it's just getting to know people. As an adult myself, I realize that it is hard for us to even make friends as adults, especially when you have kids, because you're so involved in your kids' lives and their extracurricular activities that you kind of lose yourself in your kids. And when they get to the age, which is where mine are at, that I'm down to my last kid who's becoming an adult, you come to realize that your circle is very, very, very small.
Mm-hmm.
And as for adults, if you're busy, it's hard to make friends outside of your work.
Right.
You know, unless you've had that childhood friend with you all this time, it's hard to make friends as adults. So this is definitely a great place to come and make friends. You come to class, you see these people once or twice a week. You start comparing, like, oh, I have a kid, and you find similarities amongst each other, amongst hardships, amongst the kids, amongst whatever, and you start getting that support as an adult, you know, with different people that you never thought you would come across. Yeah. That happened for me as a parent doing Taekwondo classes. I got to meet other parents that were also doing Taekwondo classes that had kids my age, going through the same things I was going through raising my kids. And it was a big asset, you know, now that they got older, the bike community fits that for me as well. My husband's the one that started riding motorcycle. I said, well, you know, one day, God forbid something happens to him, I lost my ride. So now I lost my ride. I need to learn this. If I learn Taekwondo, I can learn to ride a bike.
Absolutely. Yes, 100%.
And he's,
I love that.
So, you know, I did it. I'm getting there. So yeah, it's definitely, it's an asset. It's just a way for us adults to meet other adults in similar social situations as ours. It eases us making friends. And really, they have fun. Yeah. Our parents have fun here because they're always laughing. They come in, they do their warm-ups, they start laughing, they start learning. They do it with our teens, which I think the teens find it a little bit like of a competition. Like, oh, these older folks are doing this, so now we have to outshine them. And then the older folks are like, no. We can hang. Yeah. We can hang. We can do this too. You know. So it is definitely
the competition is
the competition, the camaraderie, the friendships build. Yes. And then before you know it, it's 10 years down the road and you're calling the spouses to see what's wrong with the other spouse that they're getting an attitude with you.
There you go. Who burned their toast? Spilled their coffee.
But no, I definitely, I love it. I love it as an employee. I love it as a parent. I love it as a student.
That's fantastic.
A lot of these kids, I've seen them when they're 5 years old and now are teenagers on the team. And it's a trip because the other day the team was here and I'm coming, it was Carson playing with something he wasn't supposed to play with. And I'm coming around here.
Oh boy, Carson.
He's like, Coach Suzy, I'm going to put it back. And I go, the problem's not with you today. And I kept going. So it's that kind of stuff, you know. You get to know these kids from when they're very little. You grow up with them in a way. And it's, you know, they become your own kids as well. Like, to the point where they become your own kids.
100%. Yeah.
It's crazy how that we influence those little minds and then they grow up to be like awesome people.
Future leaders of...
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah. We're coming up to that hour mark. Did you have any final questions? Anything you want to hit?
So let's just go right back to the dojo, okay? When students leave the dojo after years from now, okay? And what do you hope they carry with them beyond the self-defense, from what you've taught them, everything that they grew within this community, within the Tuff community?
For me, it's, we spend so much time with them in their youth, right? And outside of the difficulties of the physical, technical element of the sport, that is all, as you grow, forgotten. The flexibility goes away. Those high kicks go away. What I would hope sticks with them is that, in the back of their mind, anytime they face a difficult situation at whatever age, they understand or can reflect back on the fact that there were people, throughout their life that believed 100% in them and in their abilities, regardless of what it is that they want to do or what they want to accomplish. And if they can tap into that and, reflect on that and just muster the courage, to go a little further in whatever it is they want to do, then they can accomplish anything that they set out. I think it's very important that we provide our kids with a support structure of belief and for them to believe in themselves. Because so many times they set limits based on their friends, based on their parents, based on their family, and they don't believe they can do it. So yeah, I think years later, I would just want them to say, you know what, if Coach JC said I could do this, I'm going to try it, you know?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's if I can get the mic.
Oh yeah.
There's people in our lives when we're young that play a big role that are outside of our parents.
Yeah.
To this day, I remember my 4th grade teacher. His name was Mr. Fernandez, and I don't even know if he's still alive. God, I hope, I don't know. But he was such a presence in my life. Not a big man,
Mm-hmm.
but he was a very fit, athletic man that took no shit from 4th graders. and let me tell you, he changed the way that I saw adults. It showed me respect.
Mm-hmm.
So you have no idea how that stays in a young mind
Yes.
and carries through with them.
Yes.
So keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep
Yeah.
doing
Thank you,
what
man.
you're doing.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Suzy.
Thank
real
you.
quick, for the local community, what's on the horizon for Tuff Martial Arts? Are there any up and coming events, any tournaments or community collaborations that the audience should be aware of, have on their radar?
Yeah, 100%. We're going into summertime now. So big event for us is summer camp, right? So we run a full blown out summer camp where, you know, our number one rule is no electronics, right?
Yes.
We bring kids right back to the old days of, you know, socializing, having fun, being kids. So many parents want academic camps, and no knock on that, you know, but nowadays there's so much going on in school, so much testing, so much expectations of performance. We bring it back to having fun, going on field trips, you know, socializing, having fun and learning martial arts, you know, throughout the process. So yeah, that's big for us. After school is big for us next school year. It's all about keeping the kids busy, right, outside of the school programs.
And we keep them busy.
Oh yeah.
We
So, that's
guarantee
great.
them tired at the end of the day.
Any age range that you guys have for the kids?
For our camps, it's 5 and up.
5 and
And
up. 5 and up.
for camps and after school, it's 5 to 12 years old. And then our regular classes are from 4 years and older. So any age range can do regular classes.
Got it. Awesome.
So the really quick. So for example, summer camp, right? Put our daughter in summer camp, this would be awesome. Something different as well too. How does it work? Is it an all-day thing, or is it just a couple hours, 12 to 2? Like, how does it, because every camp is different.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we run our camp from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3:30 o'clock in the afternoon, with the option, if parents need it, for aftercare all the way up to 6 p.m.
Oh, look at that.
Right? Yeah. So throughout the process of, you know, the day, we have blocks, you know, set aside for different activities. Could be organized gameplay, arts and crafts, could be a field trip, could be their martial arts classes. The key is to keep them entertained, to keep them stimulated, to keep them working together, and to tire them out. Coach Suzy said, get all that energy out.
Yes, because they come in here and they're all excited, full of energy. It's great.
Yeah.
Hell, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then sometimes like the parents will come here, and one of the parents is like, "Oh my God, we put him in this so that they can burn some energy, right?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Bring them to our summer camp. You want them to burn energies? Bring them to our camps. We will play with them so much that when the time you pick them up, it's nap time."
Yeah.
Parents. So no, but yeah, we do definitely always. We're either playing with them or doing our arts and crafts. We get the older ones to help with the little ones as well.
Yeah.
The field trips. They're always doing something. So you know.
Sure.
And I think
Keeping them busy.
I think the perception with martial arts camps is that, you know, we spend 8 hours a day, you know, teaching them how to kick, right?
No.
Listen, we love martial arts, right? We live and breathe martial arts. But however, we know kids, too much of anything is not good for
it's
you,
not good.
right?
The whole span of attention thing.
Yes, you have a window. Once you exit that window, let's move on to the next thing, right? Especially for kids. So yeah, we love what we do. I guess that's why it feels we never work a day in our lives. And at the end of the day, we have, well, all right. So,
what you're saying.
man, I'm going to hear about it after this.
Hold on, Jared.
Maybe it's just me, right?
We'll talk about that later.
It's work.
It is. It is. It's a lot of responsibility.
It is, no, but but it's fun. It
Yeah.
is fun. It's rewarding.
Esteban, any closing remarks for you, sir?
Guys, you know what? Thank you very much for coming out, for having us out.
Oh.
You know, we're
Our pleasure.
very excited. For us, it's all about community. It's all
Yes.
about promoting local businesses, families. You know, if you want to get your children into martial arts, this is a great way to start right here. Cutler Bay, Palmetto Bay, Pinecrest, Homestead.
Mhm.
I mean, by the way, do you guys transport the kids from their schools here for aftercares,
Yes.
or?
Yeah, we have our own buses where we transport kids from local schools to our facilities.
Great question.
Yeah, if it's a school that maybe lies outside one of our routes, we work with private bus transportation companies, which are trusted. We've been using them for years. And but yeah, absolutely. It's really a program for, you mentioned after school. It's really a program where, you know, we were parents at one time and we understand all the struggles when we got to work 40, 50 hours a week. You know, and also having little kids, biggest issue is, you know, safety, trust, you know, when they're in the hands of other adults, and we completely understand that. And I think those are the guiding principles for us, you know, with all of our programs. But yes, we transport them to our facility. You know, we have coaches that work with them, you know, on their homework, on their online assignments. You know, we also work very heavily on character development, you know, throughout every single one of those programs. Of course, martial arts, and then yeah, we take care of them till 6:30 in the afternoon. And
Good.
you know, it's trying to solve community problems for our families.
And we also have like the single day camps. So
Yeah.
let's say during the school year, these teacher planning days that a lot of our parents forget that come up.
Yeah.
And they keep adding more. We do have single day camps. So you can just bring your kid for that one day. We watch them from 8 to 6. Lunch and snack is included with all the activities. We
That's
take
fantastic.
care of them. And you don't have to be a student of doing our
No.
Taekwondo classes or an after school student or anything. It could be anyone that just needs their kid taken care of for that day. Please consider us as an option as well.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
So we have a lot, you know, we do the single day camps, the after school, the summer camps, Taekwondo classes. From time to time, we will have events. We have our Halloween neighborhood party,
Oh, yeah.
our Christmas parties, where we invite the whole neighborhood, come out and join us. And we have, you know, parents that volunteer, raffles. Last year we had a lunch truck that came out and volunteered and cooked for the party. So we always try to do something.
Yeah.
To put, you know, to involve the kids in the community, to introduce ourselves to the community, you know, as an option.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All great information for all the parents out there. Guys, come and see Tuff. Anything else?
Good.
Cool. So let me say my outro. Guys, here at Vtwin Skinz, we protect the exterior of your bike, car, or truck with elite PPF so it stays in showroom ready condition. Here at Tuff Martial Arts, they are protecting the person. So it's the same philosophy of preserving and excellence. All right. Visit vtwinskins.com to see how we protect your ride. Also, training on the mats is a lot like riding on the road. Guys, throttle therapy, where you find your flow state and leave the stress behind. Follow Throttle Therapy Project on Instagram for more on that modern warrior mindset. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Our
Thank
pleasure.
You. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Really
Thank you
appreciate
guys
you guys.
again.
Love what you
Awesome.
guys are doing for the community.
It's
Thank you.
it's a great purpose. It's the kind of stuff that I wish I had with all of my other business
Yes.
projects. So why the heck not, man?
Yeah.
Why the heck not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we keep it local. We try to voice out, you know, things that we like.
Yeah.
And we like you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
There
you,
we
man.
go.
So we're keeping it real. We want to keep it local. If you've got a business that fuels a lifestyle or a journey that forges warriors, let's talk.
Guys, sponsorship slots and guest chairs are open for those who live the grind. Shoot us a message, the helmet's off, and the door's open. Thanks a lot.